Exercise Connection workout series brought to you in part by NCHPAD. We are excited here to show you and demonstrate many different types of videos of how to improve the lives of individuals with autism through exercise. My name is David Geslak,
and my name is Ashley Palomino.
And my background is I've been working with children with autism and other special needs for about the last 10 years. I've been a paraprofessional, educated and taught in a school for children with autism, and now we have also trained individuals and organizations throughout the world, including Cairo, Egypt, Dubai, and Barbados.
I studied my undergraduate degree in psychology and kinesiology. I also worked as a paraeducator while working on my master's degree in special education, and I'm currently the director of programs with Exercise Connection.
Ashley and I want to begin by teaching you the 5 standards of the Exercise Connection protocol.
The first standard is to teach the 5 components. The second standard is to use the visual exercise system. The third standard is to build relationships. The fourth standard is to include a structured environment and also to apply in a cross-curriculum setting.
The first standard that Ashley mentioned was teaching the 5 components. The 5 components are body image, posture, motor coordination, muscular fitness, cardiovascular fitness, and within our visual exercise system, we have a bonus component, which is abdominal strength. Now, the reason that we use these 5 components are we've seen over the years that these are areas of the body and movements that are weak for individuals with autism and other disabilities. However, as you see us go through these exercises in the videos, you're going to notice that you can do these with all children, all adults of all ages and abilities. Now, Ashley, the visual exercise system. Can you explain a little bit about why it's important to use the visual exercise system?
Absolutely. We have in the visual exercise system, we have large visuals, and we also have the smaller visuals. The larger visuals helps take the verbal command out of the requests that you would like the individual to do for an exercise. With the smaller visuals, it provides more of a individualized structure and program for them to follow before, during, and after exercise.
Awesome. And one of the things that we have been working on for about the last year at the Exercise Connection is our iPad app, which is known as the Visual Exercise System. So Ashley, why did we start to develop an iPad app?
The iPad app is a good gateway to professionals, whether they are the general education teachers, special education teachers, or adaptive PE teachers. The use of technology within your classroom allows not only for the engagement, but also increased participation with individuals diagnosed with a disability, but also all students within the classroom.
Great. So you're going to see, again, through these videos, you're going to see us use a lot of the big and large visuals. We're going to talk more about the iPad, and again, a very important standard. Visual supports are key to helping our children on the autism spectrum learn. So please, always use visuals. If you don't take anything from our videos, visuals, visuals, visuals. We talked in the third standard about building relationships. Can you expand on that a little bit?
The building relationship is very key with not only the educators, the adaptive PE teachers, general ed and special ed, but also that building communication and that relationship with paraeducators as well. Mm-hmm. That collaboration and that support between both of them will help build that relationship with the students. And those students will be able to build relationships with each other.
Awesome. And one other thing that we're seeing through research is that when you have a student or a peer or a teacher that is more engaged with the students, there's research to show that these children will have increased social skills, increased and better learning. And that's just by your behaviors as an educator or a leader, no matter what. If it's not exercise you're teaching, and maybe it's a speech or lesson plan in something like social studies or something like that, that can help your child. So remember that when you're working with these kids, they feed on you and they need your motivation, and you need to be real and you need to be genuine because they understand the difference. I promise you, whether they're verbal or nonverbal, please build that relationship. The fourth standard that Ashley mentioned was include a structured environment. Ashley, can you talk about that?
The structured environment, as a special education teacher, we have in a literacy room, a math classroom, a social studies science classroom, that our individuals have tasks that they need to complete in a very timely manner. Those tasks are very structured, engaging. That same type of structure also needs to be applied to a physical education standpoint. Got
it. So what Ashley and is saying, and what we're trying to explain to you watching, is that think of a to-do list like you have when you wake up in the morning, and it's the same thing for our children or adults that we're working with. So if you enter a physical activity environment, you may write circle, meaning circle warm-up. Then we're going to do an exercise. Then we're going to do a cardiovascular activity. Then we're going to do yoga, and then we'll be all done. This can visually help them. It's structured. And as we mentioned earlier, you may pair that with a visual. But that is where we see and we know that these children thrive and where you can build their confidence and self-esteem in physical activity. The fifth and final standard is apply in cross-curriculum. So can you explain that?
Applying in a cross-curriculum setting can happen every day, whether it's a sensory break, whether it's through games and activities, whether you're reviewing for a test. Providing those activities and those sensory breaks allows individuals that structure, but also that support that is needed in order for them to understand the content and the material that's being delivered that day.
So when you say sensory break, are you saying instead of, let's say, giving a child a ball just to hold on and grab to, what you're saying is that we can pick a large gross motor activity to give them a break, and then they can go back to their routine that they're doing in a classroom?
Absolutely.
It's awesome. So if you guys have questions, if you have comments, please contact us at the Exercise Connection or at NCHPAD. We are here to help and help you become better educators of physical activity for your students, adult, and children. And remember, always challenge autism with exercise. Enjoy the shows.